Hey, what's up guys? Jamie here. Today I'm going to be talking about the 3 most common myths that I hear from a lot of my students and prospects in regards to growing an online business. Now, this comes off the back of a conversation I had with someone recently, and they're asking about how to grow their audience, how to grow their brand so they can sell more stuff. And I thought, you know what, better than me answering you one-on-one, which I already did, I thought, let's just get it out there and see if we can help a few more people out. So anyway, before I get into that, if this is the first time on the channel, welcome. My name is Jamie. I cover internet marketing, affiliate marketing, how to get started online, and all things digital. If any of that's of interest to yourself, feel free to hit that subscribe button and smash that bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm putting out. All right, so what are the myths that are out there regarding an online business? Now, the very first one I hear a lot of is you need a funnel. And I'm here to tell you that you don't. Yes, they can help with your business. Yes, it can help in terms of building your lead generation system or funneling them into making a buying decision, for example. But having said that, you do not need it. Case in point was a little experiment I did in my Facebook group, which you're welcome to check out below. And essentially, I just wanted to put out an offer. I wanted to create something that I knew was going to help my audience out. And I thought, instead of me just saying, hey, this is going to cost you $1,000 each, why don't I let the audience dictate how much they're prepared to pay for this thing? So it was a little experiment. I put that out there. It was just one, bear in mind, this is one Facebook post. Now, I decided to get all fancy on the back end and do a whole bunch of stuff that was completely irrelevant as it transpires. But the case in point with that was I put out the post. Now, admittedly, it was a fairly well-crafted offer in terms of the results I knew it would provide for people. And then I ended up basically, I wanted to make $1,000 out of it. And so I ended up having 18 people respond, which you might be thinking is not really huge. And yeah, you're right. I thought that would go viral, to be perfectly honest, but it didn't. That's fine. It's an experiment. And out of that, I ended up having 9 people buy. I also repeated the same offer on my timeline, had another couple of sales through that as well. So I made a few $100, let's say $800-900, whatever it was, right? Now, I decided to go into ClickFunnels and create like a fancy little page and a cart, and I did a little goofy video, sales video, all that sort of stuff. But the reality was that I could have got away with just having a post and then just sending an invoice to those people that were interested. And that would have been it. And then I could just, all I need to do is just use a free Facebook group that I set up, which is what I did anyway. It took 30 seconds to set that up. Doesn't need to be fancy, doesn't need graphics, anything like that. And then I just hosted the masterclass in there. So that's one example. Another one is purely just building a community via Facebook or YouTube. And again, you know, there's no funnels involved. Well, I mean, there is now, of course, because of my business has evolved. And that's part of the evolutionary cycle of your business. That you are going to adapt. You are going to get to that point where you're going to want to start adding those things in. And unfortunately, what happens with newbies coming into the affiliate marketing space is they get told all the stuff. Oh, you need a funnel, you need paid ads, you need blah, blah, blah. You need a huge audience to make any money. And that's just simply not true. So, of course, once you learn some stuff, you learn some basic fundamentals of sales, marketing, branding, all that stuff that we're teaching as part of the affiliate accelerator, super affiliate accelerator, which you can check out below. There's also a case study in regards to that. You're also welcome to book a time to see if the opportunities I have might be a good fit for you. Click that link, check it out. That's one of the things that we do talk about is the fundamentals of sales, marketing, offer creation, and then, of course, once you've got that down pat, then you can start adding all that fun stuff on top. Paid ads, funnels, complex email systems and whatever, right? So the other thing is, other myth that I wanted to address that I see pop up from time to time is that you need a large audience in order to monetize it. And that's further from the truth. Yes, if you've got a large audience, it can help. But I know some very small channels right here on YouTube that have less than 12,000 subscribers that make well over 7 figures per year just off that alone. And of course, how are they doing that? It's the question, right? Now, the one in particular sells his own courses, minimum of €1,000 each. Also sells his own consulting, which is upwards of $2,000 per hour. So kind of does all right out of that, you might say. And that comes back to positioning, and the question that raises off the back of that is, okay, well, if you don't need a huge audience, then how do you do it? And it really comes off the back of positioning and how much respect and goodwill you're putting out to your audience. And that's one of the things. Of course, consistency plays a part in that as well. The more they see of you and the more value that you're able to provide to them, the more likely they are to basically want to do business with you. Now it also comes down to the way that you're communicating in your content, and that's a video for another time, but that comes back to branding. And that's quite simply talking about, for example, calling out your perfect client. So for example, I might say something like, my perfect client is someone who is willing to invest in themselves. I don't want tire kickers, I don't want people wasting my time, people that are prepared to put in some work. And these are the people that I'm looking for. And so if I repeat that throughout my content, of course, the byproduct of that is that I'm going to start attracting those people. And I'm going to polarize all the rest of the people that aren't willing to invest themselves and want everything for free online, that want, that just want the push button systems, which is complete bollocks, by the way. Anyway, so with all that being said, the other one that I wanted to address is, do you need to run paid ads? And the simple answer is no. You don't need to have blogs, you don't need to have all the complex setup and all that sort of stuff, because I'm sure the thought off the back of that is, okay, well, if you don't have ads to build an audience, then sure you must need like a blog and lots of SEO traffic, blah, blah, blah. And that's further from the truth as well. Like I say, just going back to my comment before, you can have an incredible audience that is very small, but you're able to monetize them using the methods that I just mentioned. And of course, my Facebook group and my profile, I make a pretty good income off both of those, and that's off the back of me just producing content, providing goodwill to my audience. I reach out to people, I have conversations, and hopefully as a result of that, I'm able to then offer value enough to monetize them down the track, right? So, of course, it can help. I'm someone who's been running ads for quite a number of years for both myself and clients as well. So it certainly can help. It's not a skill I would say don't learn, but do you need it to start with? Absolutely not. Anyway, that's it. Those are the three myths that I hear quite a lot of, and I wanted to address those, because if you're sitting there thinking, I can't get started because I need a big audience, I can't get started because I need, I don't know, to learn how to run paid ads, I can't get started because of, I don't know how to make a funnel. Don't overload yourself with information. You really, quite literally, you need two things. That's one, that's two. Okay, now we're two. You basically just need two things. You need a product that you really believe in, that you know can get amazing results and solve problems for your audience, and you need a way in order to get that product in front of your audience. And so what I'd suggest to anyone watching this is to stick with one product, one traffic source, to start with at least. Anyway, you can obviously venture into other things like I have with YouTube and whatnot. And then finally, just one method of conversion, one way that you can take someone who's watching a piece of your content and convert those into a customer at some point. So that's all you need. And I know that's simplification of the whole process, because in my experience, when I've tried to make things overly complicated, that's usually when things just kind of blow up. Whereas if I've made it really, really simple, that's when things work in my favor. So chase simplicity, it works in business, especially online business anyway. All right, my name's Jamie, appreciate you guys tuning in. Smash that like button and drop a comment if you got any value from this. And of course, if you are interested in having a conversation at some stage to see whether or not we might work well together, all you need to do is click that link below, check it out, and book a time to chat. My name's Jamie, appreciate you guys. See you next time.